You know, every time I post this car, I get the same comments. Do you actually drive it? Is it your daily? Is it a weekend car? And honestly, I never have a good answer. Most people buy sports cars as toys. They sit in the garage all week or even all month, just waiting for a sunny morning to drive it. But today I want to do the complete opposite. It's raining, I've got errands to run, I need some groceries, and I'm grabbing dinner later. So basically today, this car has to become a normal car. So let's see how that goes. Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. So in today's video, I'm going to be answering a question I get a lot about my 718 Cayman is, can you actually drive the car? And when I mean drive the car, I mean daily drive the car and actually drive it around town and take it to stores and run errands with the vehicle. So today I'm going to be answering that question. Obviously, you can daily drive a Porsche. Most people choose the Macan, the Panamera, the Cayenne, or something like that. Maybe a Carrera 4, something that's all-wheel drive at least. This is a rear-wheel drive 6-speed manual. Of course, they do make these with a PDK automatic transmission, so you can get them like that, but they only come rear-wheel drive. So today I want to just answer the question of, can you actually drive this car day to day, and is it actually usable, especially in the state of New York? I chose a day where it's a little bit gloomy out, it's a little bit rainy out, so I'm not going to choose a sunny day because that doesn't answer the question. The question is, can you run errands in the car when weather isn't that great, rear-wheel drive car? Now, anyone who doesn't know, this car has quite a bit of work done. It's putting about 500 horsepower out, 480, 500 around there, where these came stocked with about 350, so I have plenty of work done to this one. But yeah, let's take it for a drive and see how it goes. We're gonna run some errands, get some food, and see how this car drives day to day. One thing I do forget every time I get in this car is purely how low the car is, especially after I've also lowered the car, but generally speaking, the car does tend to sit pretty low. I also forget how much better this drives than my Boxster after I drive the Boxster. How much more refined this car is. But you do kind of just fall into the seat, and it's not super comfortable with that. Pretty quickly, you start to remember why you bought the car. I am shifting a little bit earlier because I don't want to, I want to drive kind of safe today just because I'm not super used to driving a rear-wheel drive car in the rain, and I always just try to take it slower. I was driving the Boxster in the rain this morning, and I kind of did the same thing. A lot of people will say, driving a Porsche in the rain hurts their soul. I feel like driving a Porsche in the rain is, I don't want to say the way the car is supposed to be driven, but it's a car. There's a reason they make ways to wash cars, because if you get like rain spots or whatever like that, just clean them off. But if there is the chance that you will be daily driving a car like this, then you just have to be used to the fact that there's going to be rain. Sometimes it's going to rain. You might have to drive in the snow. I don't know how good that would go. We might try that this winter though. Maybe I'll try driving one of these cars in the snow. I'd be completely okay with it. I'm not one of those, like, if my paint's not in perfect condition. I'm not one of those people who, is very on top of my car being perfect condition. If there's little chips and scratches in the paint, it happens. It's a car. It's meant to be driven, in my opinion. All preference, not that it's wrong for anyone to baby their cars and not let them ever see rain or snow for that matter, but for me personally, if I'm in the mood to drive my fun car, I'm driving my fun car. I don't care what the weather is. Alright, so we got some stuff from Walmart. I couldn't really find that much to buy. I was literally trying to find a steamer because I need a steamer, and they had no good steamer. They had one steamer with no attachments. I was very upset. This is why people just shop on Amazon. Walmart has to step up their game, seriously. But luckily, we do have a front. It's empty. It is empty. So we could throw what I did get in here, which I got some windshield washer fluid because you always need it. A candle for my fiance because she always said stuff. Got a couple car air freshener things, a phone charger, I got this interior detailing stuff. I heard it was good. I saw it online, so I was like, why not? I'm there. Got some more car scent stuff, and Doritos, chili, something. I don't know. That's it. But obviously, if you come look, there's still plenty of space, so you can definitely use this car for daily use in terms of storage. And if you come around the back, a lot of people don't know this. I think because you have a engine back here, you don't have a trunk. You do have a trunk. It's a very small trunk. And you do have a trunk as well. So that's where the engine sits under that cover. But here you do still have some trunk space as well, which is really nice. But let's head into town and let's get some food. So I've been driving this thing for a little bit now. One thing I will say is it's really not that uncomfortable on long drives, even longer drives than this. I have taken this car on very long drives and I haven't been very uncomfortable. Mine specifically is very loud, but normally they're not super loud, and especially if you don't drive it in Sport Plus with a regular S, like a regular Cayman or a regular Cayman S, it won't be that loud. Mine, of course. Mine's a little bit louder than average. But this car is overall a very good car. It's a very forgiving car, though it is rear wheel drive. You know, of course, if you launch it off the line, it's gonna lose a little bit of traction, but if you keep traction control on, it's fine, which I've had on this whole time, which has been fine. But I'm driving in the rain right now. I mean, it's not pouring, it's just a little drizzle. It's been gloomy all day. It's been raining all day, so the roads are a little bit wet. It's not horrible. It handles fine. If you're used to a rear-wheel drive car, I mean, there has been a part of me that has thought of getting another one of these, possibly like a 981 generation one, Cayman or Boxster, in an automatic, and just dailying that, because when my lease on my Atlas is up, I'm going to need to get something else, and I really don't want to lease again. But there has been a part of me that's thought, you know, I wouldn't mind dailying one of these cars. The only downside is, really, for me, is not the space, it's not the comfort, it's not the way the car feels or drives. It is the lack of all-wheel drive, just living in New York, and I'm one of those nut jobs who will drive their sports car in the snow. I don't care. And just driving a rear-wheel drive car in the snow is just not fun. From my understanding, I've never done it. So that's something I'd really like to try this winter and see if this drives any better in the snow, or not any better, but if it does drive well in the snow. I'm very curious if it handles at all. So the final verdict, can you actually daily drive a Porsche, let alone a rear-wheel drive 718 Cayman S? Probably not one with all these mods, quite honestly. It's incredibly loud at that point. It has a rough ride. It's not super comfortable, and it's, you know, reliability gets a little bit iffy there, but mine specifically has been reliable. But overall, can you daily drive this car? I would say yes. In New York, it's a little bit rough because, like I said before, you do have to worry about snow, but it handles fine on wet roads, especially if you're comfortable driving something that's rear-wheel drive. You do get a trunk, you get a frunk, you have a good amount of space. You don't get back seats in these. You just get the two seats up here, the driver and the passenger. Roads in New York just aren't great, whether it's summertime, whether it's raining out, snowing out, roads just suck over here. But if you just want kind of a errand runner and you're okay with sitting low to the ground, whether you want an automatic or manual, and you're okay with losing the space, but you do still have a good amount of space. So I guess at the end of the day, if you're okay with just rear-wheel drive, I think it's a pretty good car, honestly, overall in terms of driving. If you're going to drive it every day, it's not horrible. You know, errands are already pretty boring, so why not make them a little bit more fun with a fun car? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe.